What's up, guys, and welcome back to another video. Today is the big one, the game I've been looking forward to the most, the predictions video for All Blacks taking on the Springboks that is taking place this weekend in what should be one hell of an intense match. There has been so much talk around this game from both camps. We've had South African coaches chatting, we've had All Blacks coach chatting. One is confident, one is determined. We got the referee talk going. We've got the players talking. It is going to be one of the games to remember. It is the big opening game between the All Blacks and the Springboks. And what a game it's going to be. The game that pretty much decides who will take the lead of the log. And or probably as well decide who gets second place during this pool stage. My word, it's going to be one hell of a game. I'm sure it's going to be packed out. There is talk of big rains showing up during the game, which could influence the game just a little bit, between bringing up more of a kicking game than a running game. But both New Zealand and Australia and South Africa have the necessary backup gear in order to kick. I mean, Rishi Mo'unga, Beauden Barrett, then you've got Andre Pollard, you got France Steyn, even Faf de Klerk can kick. So South Africa have really gone and done their homework in order to have a good depth from a kicking game point of view. And the All Blacks have done the same. So it's going to be one hell of an interesting game to see how these two teams play out. It's going to be intense. I mean, the last 5 meetings, or 3 meetings, have been really intense. One for Springboks, one lost for Springboks, as well as a draw. It's going to be one heck of a contest that's going to be up and down. Probably going to be a massive kicking game going into it from both teams, right? We'll see quite a few box kicks, kicks for touch and all that jazz. But hopefully it is done wisely. It's done the right way. And we're not, as a South African fan, I don't want us to see us kick the ball away and lose possession and allowing the opportunity for Severis or Rico Ioane or even George Bridge the opportunity to run at us and to take the gaps and score the points. If South Africa want to win this weekend, they need to make sure that their defense line is on point. We can't have our wings out of place. They need to be on point. It's not fair on Willie Leroux to do all the damn work in that background. As for New Zealand, they're going to also need to capitalize on every opportunity that South Africa or every mistake that South Africa makes. They have said in the press that they're going to capitalize on those gambles that South Africa tend to take every now and then. So they're definitely going to be alert for the risks that come from South Africa and New Zealand. They will be on point. I mean, it's going to be one hell of a battle between the players. What I'm excited to see is the battle of the scrum-offs. You've got TJ Perenara and Faf de Klerk you've got Aaron Smith and Faf de Klerk who will probably start the game. Then you've got Herschel Jantjies and TJ Perenara on the bench. Herschel Jantjies has made such an impact for Springbok rugby since he started. And who can forget that all-important try which got him that draw, which helped us we didn't get a loss against the All Blacks. That all-important movement and moment to catch that ball and to take it from Aaron Smith, which was so important for the Springboks going forward and led us to that all-important draw. Battle of the fly-offs. You got Pollard versus Mo'unga or Beauden Barrett. Either one should be very interesting to see how they both attack each other. I mean, there was an article today that's saying Pollard actually isn't in the contention of the greatest fly half between Mo'unga and Barrett, which I think is utter bull. I mean, Andre Pollard has been a big MVP for South Africa and has really helped us in very important situations. So for me, South Africa is going to be relying heavily on Andre Pollard going into this game as a big influence, not only from a kicking game, but from controlling the game, making sure his defense is on point, his attacking game is on point, his kicking game, his tactical kicking game. Everything needs to be on point, and so far he's been a massive influence for Springbok rugby, and I see him being a key to assist us going into this big game. Whether they go with Richie or whether they go with Barrett, you've got two phenomenal fly halves, and either way, you're going to be treated with something special. Barrett knows the Springboks. Richie's also known the Springboks. Who can forget South Africa playing New Zealand in South Africa? Richie Mo'unga did that all-important final kick to give them that extra lead boost to prevent a previous draw. So intense stuff, close formations that we're going to expect this weekend going into the game. And I'm really excited to see what we're going to get from these two magnificent teams. If we can look at the last contest that New Zealand have had, they last played Tonga, beat them 92-7. Then it was Australia 36-0. Then who can forget that big loss to Australia, 47-26. Then it was the draw 16-16 to South Africa, and then the victory 16-20 over Argentina. Very close results, but the All Blacks have definitely bounced back from that massive 36-0 victory, as well as the thumping they gave Tonga in that all-important warm-up game as well. If we look at South Africa, we dominated Japan 77 points to 41. We beat Argentina 24-18. We beat Argentina again 46-13 in that final game for the Rugby Championship. The draw against New Zealand, as well as beating Australia convincingly 35-17. So it's all important, great results for the Springboks. And obviously we won the Rugby Championship, which is going to give us a good boost going into this big game. The last 5 meetings, it was a draw, obviously the last one. South Africa won New Zealand won 30-32. That was the game in South Africa. Then South Africa won 36-34. I mean, jeepers, those are equal points. 24-25 victory to New Zealand. And then obviously the fifth one was that massive 57 drumming. So since then, we've really come up close against the All Blacks and have played well and redeemed ourselves from that pathetic loss. So all important results. It's just going to show what we're going to expect this weekend, the level of closeness from these teams, and I'm expecting something big. But that brings me to the predictions. Now this is a flipping hard game to predict because it's the all important first game. South Africa definitely have the opportunity to win this game. They have the players, they have the team, they have the momentum, they have the confidence. However, I am very nervous of the weather. Apparently, there's going to be a lot of rain, and that is going to be a big impact. The All Blacks have obviously played in rain before through their odd sometimes weather conditions, so I think they're going to have the advantage. Look, the scoreline is going to be close. I see this being less than 5 points. I don't see it being more. Both teams are going to play competitive. Both teams are going to play out of their socks to give the all-important opportunity to become victorious. I do, however, believe and think that the All Blacks will pick up a victory over us. Again, less than 5 points. And probably last minute point scoring in the game. It's going to be intense first half, back and forth, second half, also back and forth. South Africa might take the advantage, but those last 15 to 10 minutes, I just think the All Blacks are going to be in it and are going to take the game. I hope I'm wrong. I really do. I want to go with my heart on this one and say Springboks to win, but I just think this game, the All Blacks have the edge over us. When we get to the final, that's a different story, but we need to get there first. Both teams need to get there. So for this game, I'm predicting an All Black victory by less than 5 points. Man, I hope I'm wrong. I'll be the happiest man in the world if I was wrong. Last time I predicted an All Black victory, South Africa drew. So let's hope I get it wrong again. Other than that, that's going to do it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, smash that thumbs up button. Subscribe if you're new. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. Who's going to win this massive opener? South Africa or New Zealand? Subscribe, and I'll see you guys real soon for another video. Stay safe and never give up. Cheers.